Good evening, everyone. So, guys, today actually many of you students, obviously, we have 2 months have passed after GATE 2024. So, you guys are like, what should we do next? What should be the thing we should do it? So, many people are having dilemma. Hello, Parth. So, we'll be talking all about it today in this session. This will be a short session. Obviously, I won't exaggerate the session. So, this will be a short session, and we'll be talking about what are the other career options you will have it. Of course, if you want to do MTech, that is also an option. But if you are thinking of switching from engineering field to other places, then I'll tell you that also. Good evening, Chunk. Okay, so guys, without any delay, we'll start the session quickly. So let's start with the session quickly. And before that, if you guys have any doubts, you also can ask. Good evening, Molly. Good evening, everyone, guys. Okay, I'll just connect this tab. Okay, fine, cool. Okay, so now we'll start with the session without any delay. Quickly. Okay, fine. So guys, first of all, as you know that this is a new initiative resultant. So if you haven't subscribed the channel, first of all, what you have to do is you have to subscribe the channel and share it with your fellow friends who are doing the preparation for GATE, ESC or other competitive examinations. If you are new, a basics environment नहीं पढ़ाती हैं. मैं पढ़ाती हूँ. आपने कौन से लेक्चर्स देखे हैं? शायद आपने मिस करके देखे होंगे, तो आपको लग रहा होगा. आपको पूछो किसी से भी, मैं तो बेसिक से पढ़ाती हूँ. ठीक है, अब आपने कहीं से कुछ लेक्चर्स देखे होंगे. ओके, सो इफ यू डोंट नो अबाउट मी गाइस, यू कैन गो थ्रू माय प्रोफाइल, you guys can check it out. And now we start with the session for which we were talking about. Like 2 months have passed for GATE 2024, and now what should we do next? First of all, guys, let us suppose if you are planning, देखो, may be possible that if you are getting a good rank under 250 300, क्योंकि रिजल्ट तो आ चुका है. Okay, then of course either you will be targeting PSU, or if you are a research oriented person, you will be going to ISCs and all, or IITs. Clear? But like agar aap chaho to dual degree program is also there, in which you don't have to do separately MTech and then PhD. Many institutes are there, like IIT Kanpur is there, IIT BHU is there. So if you are like कि नहीं भाई मुझे तो future में I want to be a assistant professor in NITs or IITs, so there it is mandatory from 2017. 2017 it has been mandatory that you need to have a PhD degree. Okay, तो अब हम लोग अगर आगे बात करें, if we talk further, so here if you want that you can go for a dual degree program, you will get a stipend for sure. Okay, and आपका एक साल बच भी जाएगा, because if you do MTech and then PhD it will relatively take a longer amount of time. Okay, क्योंकि यूनिट कन्वर्जन बहुत ही प्रॉब्लम होती है. यूनिट कन्वर्जन में प्रॉब्लम होती है. कौन सी यूनिट में प्रॉब्लम होती है? आई शेयर माय टेलीग्राम लिंक, मैसेज भी पर्सनली. यूनिट कन्वर्जन में इंजीनियरिंग वालों को प्रॉब्लम होती है और मैंने नहीं बताया यूनिट कन्वर्जन. आई मेक श्योर दैट आई राइट द यूनिट्स एडजेसेंट टू इट, सो दैट यू डोंट फेस यूनिट प्रॉब्लम्स. आप मुझे भेजिएगा वेयर यू आर हैविंग दैट यूनिट प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, अभी जिससे बात है उस पर बात कर लेते हैं, फिर या तो लास्ट में आप मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा, मैं आपको बता दूंगी. क्लियर समी? ओके. Ma'am, does MTech worth it from IIT Hyderabad or old NITs for mechanical? See, if that one thing is their part, किस लिए चाहिए? I mean, if you are looking for, what is your priority? If you are looking for campus placement, then I'll say old NITs. And if you are like, if you are a person like who is like assistant professor बनना है बाद में, या फिर you just want a tag, IIT का tag होना चाहिए, then फिर IIT Hyderabad. Okay, so that will be the one. So placement चाहिए, then old NITs will be better if you talk in that respect. हाँ मोहम्मद जी, आपने मुझे टेलीग्राम पे भी मैसेज किया था. डेफिनेटली आई लॉन्च अ कोर्स सूनर, बट उसमें ये जो बायोलॉजी वाला पार्ट है, आई एम नॉट अ बायो स्टूडेंट. आफ्टर 10th आई हैवंट टच्ड बायो, सो आई जस्ट लुक इनटू इट. बाकी आई ट्राई. ओके, अभी इनिशियल फेज पे नहीं बोल सकते, बट विल ट्राई. Okay, fine guys, अभी जिस टॉपिक पर हमारा ये सेशन है, लेट्स गेट बैक टू दिस. एंड गाइस, काइंडली लाइक द सेशन, शेयर द सेशन विद मैक्सिमम ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. और जो मैंने आपको बोला था, फर्स्टली एमटेक या पीएचडी आप कर सकते हो. स्टाइफन 15,000 से आपको 40,000 तक मिल जाता है if you're going for dual degree program. अब तो PhD students they have increased the stipend up to 45,000. So relatively higher stipend you get, but remember that you get it stipend for PhD, you get it for 5 years. So generally, अब आप obviously lifetime तो you won't do the research work. So that is one of the things. Now guys, if you are a person who are like engineering बहुत कली, we are done with engineering, now you want to switch it up. Okay, you want to go into the management side. Okay, you are done with your engineering thing, now you want to go into the management. So let me tell you, I am Bangalore or I am Ahmedabad, these all are, I am Kolkata. They run a 5-year fellowship program in management. In short, you call it as FPM. Okay, so here what will happen is you will be getting a monthly stipend of around 30,000 and you'll be getting free hostel facilities also. So if you are a person who is now not at all interested in engineering side and now if you want to switch it towards the management, you can go into the fellowship program offered by the IM. That is also one of the cool thing. And on bonus, see, you will be getting a hostel facility for free and you will be getting a stipend of around 30,000 rupees also. So that is one of the bonus point which you will be getting. Next, if I talk about higher education, see, generally whenever you talk about higher education, either you have to give GRE or here you have to give TOEFL. Okay, and these are one of, you can say, toughest examinations. Specifically if you are like a Hindi medium student, it becomes a more rigorous thing for you guys. Okay, so what is there, even if you have got a decent gate score, and I'm not saying you have got a very high gate score, okay, but if you have got a decent gate exam score and you're switching, like you want to explore foreign education, you want to go there, explore it, then there are 3 universities which accept the gate scorecard. Okay, so you can go to National University of Singapore, and let me tell you, they have a good ranking. Aisa nahi hai, this is not like that, this is any random colleges which is accepting it. If you look at the infrastructure, if you look at the, if you just Google it and check it out, they are very good institutes. So if you are looking for foreign exposure, you can go there. So National University of Singapore, Technical Institute of Germany, and Nanyang Technological Universities. So you can just check it out, and if it's possible, you have got a decent gate scorecard, you can apply as well. Okay, now talking about next after this is state electricity board. Guys, generally I'll just tell you that be cautious. If I'm not telling you I've got a very good scorecard, because the one who have got a very good gate score, they'll be going to PSUs. So obviously your main aim is that you need to earn money, you need to have a permanent job. This is the psychologically things which we have. Specifically, we are from civil and mechanical, we are like, we are born to have a government job. Generally our first preference is this. So let me tell you, there are state electricity boards, okay, which they basically sometimes they collaborate, and sometimes only with their gate scorecard they'll just take your interview. Okay, so it's not like that they won't take your, they will just make you write a written examinations. But remember, you have to check it often, because such vacancies come for a shorter period of time. And then trust me guys, I'll tell you, there are n number of juniors of mine who have got a very less gate score. Now, very less means how much? It's like 537, and that too, I'm talking about general category. I'm not talking about other reserved categories. 537, 520, these gate scorecard they've got, but they utilize the opportunities whenever state electricity board they just launch their vacancy. So they are the ones, they just have to crack the interview. That's it. Okay, that's it. You don't have to give any written examinations. You should have a valid gate scorecard, and you just need to give what? You need to give the interview. Okay, so apart from that, as I told you, West Bengal State Electricity Distribution Company, this is one of the one. Odisha Power Generation Company Limited and Punjab State Power Corporation Limited. So these are the ones, they basically they also recruit on the basis of gate scorecard as well. Okay, so you guys can check it out. 2700 जनरल कैटेगरी मैकेनिकल, ये मेरे से छूट रहा है, डिसेंट और एवरेज। हाँ 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 हाँ, एवरेज है, डिसेंट तो नहीं है बट एवरेज है, ठीक है. बट स्टिल पार्थ, आई टेल यू दैट दे रिलीज, दे बेसिकली these vacancies come, और ये बहुत short notice में आते हैं, they come for a very short notice. Okay, so that is the reason you have to be very much prompt, because when I was telling you 540 or 537, they have a ranking of around 3500. So they were even farther from yours, but then also they are now the assistant engineer in electricity boards. Okay, now the other thing is, if you are having a good gate scorecard, you are eligible for the sponsorship programs. So you can work in DRDO, you can work in ISRO, BAR, Doordarshan, IF, Indian Navy. So you will be getting this also, you can say exposure you are getting. So just you have should have a good GATE scorecard. So you can be basically, you can opt for any sponsorship programs also. This will like enhance your resume and you will be having a much better things to learn. Okay, so that is also one of the things. Now, next is now what other things you can do is, you can basically, if you're like you're into MTech and all, okay, if you're, let us suppose you have gone to a DRDO, ISRO, and there you have gone it. But simultaneously, if you're thinking of pursuing MTech or ME, so you can do that also. Okay, so but you have to sign a bond that even if you go for MTech, or if even if you go for ME anything, then after you complete your MTech or you complete your masters in engineering, that after that you'll be joining that company, because generally it happens now. Then when you're there, you'll be getting a good campus placement. So there are chances that you can switch it. So that's why then when you'll be doing the sponsorship, you have to make sure that they'll be providing you that yeah, you can go for higher education as well. But the thing is that you have to be, they'll sign a bond with you that after you complete your MTech or ME, then you'll be coming back and joining their organization. So that is one of the thing which you can get. Now, PG diploma in management. See, this is a diploma program. Let me tell you. So PG diploma in management is also one of the thing which you can do if you have a valid GATE score. Okay. Apart from that, if I talk it about, okay, now PhD, as I already told you, PhD is an open option, but let me tell you, if you think that right now PhD initially in good olden times it has to be like a 2 year program, but let me tell you, if I'll tell you the bitter truth, which generally nobody tells you, if you're going into IITs and especially to the old IITs, okay, Delhi is there or other IITs are there, keep it in your head, if you're going after MTech, it will going to take 5 years of your life. Okay, so if you're a person who is very research oriented and all of that, so if you are opting for PhD program, okay, then make sure, of course you'll be getting a stipend, you'll be getting HRA, you'll be getting many things. Okay, so you'll be exploring the IIT also, but make sure that minimum 5 years of your life you are going to be giving for PhD. Okay, and it's not an easy task, let me tell you, because here you are much into research thing, you're much into evolving the thing, so that is going to happen. But guys, like life after PhD is much good, like you can become an assistant professor in NITs and IITs, and you know the respect, the decorum they hold. So like it's nothing you get before struggle, so struggle will be there for sure, but after that you can opt with, or you can go for, as I told you, you can go for a dual degree program, that if you have just completed your BTech and you're looking, then I'll tell you that dual degree program is better for you. Here you can be getting an MTech plus PhD. This will save a year of yours. So this is one of the things which you'll be getting. Okay, so dual degree program is much better. Okay, now apart from that, if I talk it about, you just have to do what, now many IITs, if you have a valid GATE scorecard, it's not that they'll just take you, you have to go for the interview round as well. That is also one of the thing. Just you have to, this many IITs have just eradicated this written thing, so now you are saved from this written one. But yeah, you have to clear the interview round. Generally they ask questions from your major projects and your minor projects. This is a patent questions which has been asked. Patent means, you can say every year this is a monotonous questions, and make sure that you study. Or एक और चीज, I'll tell you a new thing also. I'll tell you a new thing. If let us suppose your major project was something you haven't made it, your minor project was something you're not interested, you don't know only. Search from Google, take it one, whichever you're interested in, and just paste it in your resume. That's it. Okay, nobody is looking at that whatever BTech, whatever was your major project. Nah, you can switch it. If that time it was in groups, generally you do it in groups of 7 and all. That time you didn't had like a major project in which you were very keen interested, but you have to do it. Change your major project. Who is going to see? Nothing. Generally nobody sees it. Okay, and everybody does like this. Okay, so change your major project. देख लो गूगल में जो भी नया जो आपको पसंद है फील्ड का, ले लो. That's it. Okay, so this is the hack which you should apply. But if this should be between us, it shouldn't go anywhere else. Okay. Okay, fine. After that, as I told you, opportunities as assistant professor. So, guys, these are the one things. Either you can go for PG diploma, either you can go for sponsorship programs, you can go by state electricity boards, or if you want to do higher education, you can go for that. Okay, so here are the options which you can have it. And one option which is open is you can take a drop as well. But guys, I'll say that a person who is going into a 2 year drop and last year they missed it, you can say with a very negligible margin, then it's good. But if you are a person last year who got a rank of around 3000, 4000, so second time I will not advise you to take a drop. Rather, I'll say you that if you want just to join any IITs or NITs for MTech and simultaneously prepare for the GATE or any other state level examinations. Okay, because you should know what is the ground reality. Like, I should know what is my brain. I shouldn't dream of anything which I can't do it, right? So if you are a person who has like 3000, 4000, then maximum I'll tell you that you have already had a year. So specifically second year, if you're determined, then of course you can take a risk other. But otherwise, you can join any IITs or NITs if you're getting in that rank, and then prepare for MTech or any other, you can say, examinations as well. Okay, so this is the thing. And if your gate was not that good, then also there's no problem. There are many other opportunities, as I told you. Apart from that, you have state other examinations which are going to happen. You guys can join that. Okay, downline growth and placement after MTech good. Trust me, if you'll ask me, not that good, but it's okay. I'll Parth, if you say, then I'll tell you that open campuses are there. Companies like L&T and all, they go for open. Like I did it from NIT Raipur, and I did it from structures. Okay, so generally they send a invitation to your colleges, NITs and all, and then there is an open campus recruitment is there. So generally, and there was one more company, General Green Motor, something like this was there. So that came also. So the two, three more companies were there. So definitely, if you're doing it from old NITs path, definitely the placement percentage will be more for sure. Okay. Secondly, if I talk it about relatively, then you should not be constrained to whatever colleges are coming to your NITs and all. Rather, you should be open to going for open campuses and applying. Okay, because relatively many of my friends did it and they got a much better package there. Okay, so these are one of the things which you have to do, guys, and that's it for today. I'll be coming with more videos. Generally, many students were asking that, ma'am, if you are going for MTech, so basically what will happen, like if I'm going for MTech, but let us suppose by any chance I'm not getting into PSUs and all, and I'm not able to crack any examination. So private sectors में generally, you know, two three companies only, L&T, DLF, Gammon India, तीन चार companies पता, but in actual there are many more companies. Okay, so I'll bring a session for you that what are the companies. You haven't listened to that company's name. So what are the companies which are there? Everything we'll be talking about that also. And if you guys want that any of the session that ma'am kindly take session on this, then also tell me. And if you are a new student, then do subscribe to our channel. Okay, and I'll share my Telegram group so you can tag me and you can suggest me that ma'am kindly take a session on this. I'll be open to your feedbacks as well. Okay, fine. So that's all for today, guys. And if you have any more doubts, just feel free to answer. Okay, just feel free to answer. And that's it. I guess no other doubts you are having. Clear? No other doubts, I guess. Fine. So with this, we'll wind off the session, guys. We'll wind off the session quickly, and do let me know. Your feedback is most welcome. And as I told you, if you haven't subscribed at our channel, kindly do so. Clear? So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye, good night. And we'll be happy if you start your GATE and ESC preparation journey with us. Okay, and I'll be coming with more recorded videos and all. But as I told you, your suggestion, like Path and everybody else, your suggestions are most welcome. And if you're facing any doubts in the classes which have already been there, like somebody was asking about unit conversion, sometimes it's fake profile also. I hope so he's genuine, because I haven't heard his name as well. कभी कभी आ जाते हैं दूसरी जगह से. So if you are a genuine person and you literally have doubt, you can reach out to me personally on Telegram as well. But some people come like, I haven't taught. Generally, I have the habit of knowing the names through the people whom I have taught. So, but then also no issues. You can ask your doubts. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. Take care of yourself and study hard. Thank you, everyone.